Hey, welcome to the third episode of the CrackerCast podcast from MrCracker.com. I'm Mr. Cracker, and I'm sitting here with a big cup of tea, ready to go. I've ordered a pop filter, and it's coming in the mail. It should be here soon, but that should solve the problem of all the popping when I pronounce the letter P in this podcast, and hopefully it'll become more pleasant to listen to. And let's see, it is December 7th, Monday. Getting back in the groove of things. Had a nice weekend, but back to school, back to whatever you guys do, work. Didn't get enough sleep last night, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, the news. Hackers exploit Tiger Woods car accident to spread malware. Another incident here where malware writers take advantage of a current, topic in the news or event, and they use it to spread malware. And so far, I've had a new one for every week in the news. So as you can see, it's pretty popular thing to do. But basically, Tiger Woods got into a car accident. I guess people actually care. There's a bunch of articles on it. So some people let's see what it says here. Basically, some people said they had video footage of the actual car accident, and when you visited that page, an exe came up saying that you needed to install a plugin to watch the video, and when you installed it, it was actually Trojan, and your machine was taken over. And here's another example of malware being spread via current news. The fake CDC vaccine email leads to malware. So here, someone pretending to be the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Center sent out an email saying that you needed to create a profile for an H1N1 vaccination program, and when you actually filled it out, the end target was to get you to download malware, which was the malware cryptic Trojan, and what it did was it actually targets Windows, and it disabled your all your security on your computer, and then continued to download even more Trojans and other malware. It says here that the fake CDC emails were sent out at a rate of nearly 18,000 messages per minute, reaching more than 1 million in the first hour alone. That's some pretty crazy numbers. Alright, let's move on. Here's a pretty cool one, a pretty interesting article. Computer hacker arrested in real life for theft in online medieval fantasy game RuneScape. RuneScape is a very popular online game. It's got over 100 million players worldwide, and I guess this guy, 23-year-old man, hijacked around 200 accounts, and he was arrested for stealing online identities. And I guess they're hard-earned cash or gold and skills. But some of you might not understand why people might make this out to be a big deal. But when you play these online games, some people spend many hours of their time, and it takes them a long time to earn these in-game conquests, and when it's ripped away from them, it feels like a part of you is gone. It was like your soul was taken out of your body. Maybe not that extreme, but I used to be a big player of RuneScape. I used to be a little too big of a player of RuneScape a couple of years back, and I feel for some of these people because a lot of time goes into these kind of games. Anyways, this is the first of its kind, being arrested for stealing fake gold, but we'll see what happens. Doesn't really say much here of what he was charged with or anything like that. But let's see. Engineers who hacked into LA traffic signal computer jamming streets sentenced. So these two LA traffic engineers were pleaded guilty after they messed around with the traffic system in LA. They caused some pileups. No pileups, but they caused. It says here they caused significant backups, and freeways have to be closed due to those backups. But no car accidents, fortunately. And these two were charged with $6,250 in restitution and completed 240 hours of community service. And let me just calculate that. That turns out to be 10 days of community service. That sucks. Great way to spend 10 days of your life. cleaning somebody else's trash on the side of the street. Maybe I'll just go by and throw my cup of McDonald's French fries, or not. Um, they call them hackers here. Don't see how they would be hackers since they already had access to the systems, since they are the traffic engineers. But another example of how the media perverts the word hacker. Well, what are you gonna do? Alright, restaurants sue vendors after point of sale hack. Turns out this restaurant owner purchased point of sale machine from some people, and it turned out to be backdoored by some Romanian hackers who have since then caused him over $50,000 in damage and a spoiled reputation. And he's not the only restaurant owner who had this problem. It says that more than half a dozen Louisiana restaurants have sued the point of sale system owner makers due to this. And in the end, the reason why the Romanian hackers were able to do this was because it was left with the remote control system, the remote access system on these devices, machines were left with the same default password, computer. The password was computer. Yeah, it's kind of sad. And another example of a weak default password problem that causes lots of damage. Could have been easily avoided if you simply just changed the password. But who are they to do it? The people who sold them should have told them. Unless there's a manual, then it's their fault and their problem, and they deserve it. But let's see what else we have here.